Hello guys, welcome back to the Transfer Daily YouTube channel. In today's video, we've got three big topics and stories in the recent days. So we're going to be starting off anyway in Germany with Florian Wirtz. So Florian Wirtz has been linked to many clubs, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Manchester City, and first of all on the interest from them clubs. So there is interest from Manchester City have him on the list, but from what I know, there's been no approaches so far. Same for Bayern Munich, but for Bayern Munich, he's a dream target for them, but Bayer Leverkusen unlikely to sell to Bayern Munich, and Real Madrid also have him on the list, similar to Manchester City. So obviously many clubs would love to sign Florian Wirtz in the summer, but one news we can tell you is that Florian Wirtz and his family feel that 2026, after the World Cup in America, could be the right time for a move from Leverkusen. So let's wait and see what happens. But Florian Wirtz is most likely because to sign a new deal at Leverkusen, because Leverkusen have had an offer on the table for quite a while for Wirtz and his family, and all's what it is a case of is Wirtz and his dad deciding what is best for the next steps for Florian Wirtz. But as we know, that new deal, because many players linked with exits, Xavi Alonso could leave, Jeremy Frimpong, Victor Boniface, many top players could leave Leverkusen in the summer. So let's wait and see. But if Florian Wirtz does sign a new deal, there will be a release clause for around 150 million euros from when he signs a new deal, and then in 2026 there is believed to be a new release clause around 150 million euros in his contract at Leverkusen. So more than likely a club would have to trigger that, unless if there's a gentleman's agreement between Wirtz and Leverkusen. But let's wait and see. But it's most likely that Wirtz signs a new deal but aims for an exit in the summer of 2026. Rasmus Hojlund then, and a very difficult start to life at Manchester United. We know, obviously, in the recent games, his performances have improved, and obviously he's been linked with exits back to Italy, and Napoli, I think, was a club that was named with links to him. And on Rasmus Hojlund, he's linked with an exit, but what I can say is that it currently looks unlikely that Hojlund leaves Manchester United in the summer. This is for many reasons, because obviously Manchester United signed very young players. You've got a very good breed of young players, and they want Rasmus Hojlund to be a part of that rebuild for the future as a striker. And this doesn't stop Man United looking for a new striker, because we know they are looking for a new striker. So maybe the situation changes if, they sign a young striker like just trying to think of a name off the top of my head, like a Jonathan David or something like this. Then that could change, because we know they're at similar ages, should we say. But nevertheless, Manchester United want to build with Hojlund in the future, and you're still a part of the project, despite Man United bringing in a new striker. And also, as well, with the Rasmus Hojlund one, we've seen young players, Garnacho and Kobe Mainoo linked with exits, Marcus Rashford. But this is because they are homegrown talent, and on the books it is all seen as profit. So let's wait and see what happens with Hojlund. But if a sale does happen, it won't go on the books, as we say, as a profitable sale, should we say, because we know Manchester United signed him for around 70 million. I forgot the exact figure, but around this figure. So obviously Manchester United won't recoup that. But Rasmus Hojlund currently in the plans. Links with Italy are, from what I know at the moment, wide off the mark, despite his brilliant form at Atalanta. More to the reason that Manchester United aren't really looking for a sale unless if they can recoup the same kind of fee which they paid for him, which is unlikely to happen. And quick to note, Rasmus Hojlund as well also committed to Manchester United and to improve his goal output. So we know Liverpool will sign a new striker in the summer, very likely to happen. Busy summer as all the people keep saying, journalists and this type of thing, which is expected to do. And a quick one on Liverpool. So they've obviously been linked with Alexander Isak and this type of thing, but from what I know, Liverpool will go to that data-driven analysis. Isak is an option who they dream to have, but from what I know, Liverpool this summer more or less are going back to that old system they had, which is data-driven. So to put it in a way, I don't think anybody knows who Liverpool's top striker target is, because they've been linked with big names, Alexander Isak and Julian Alvarez, but what I can say is that I'm not sure they will move for that type of striker who's expensive. I think they could do like a Mohamed Salah, Roberto Firmino kind of thing, where they go for someone younger, who really people seen them coming through the door and thinking, you know, we're the better options out there. But Liverpool going back to that data-driven analysis anyway. So a lot of the signings who Liverpool bring in, I think, will depend on that. So I don't think anybody can really throw a name out there for Liverpool who's a top target. The only one is in the left-back position, where you've got Milos Kerkez and Jarell Hato. For me, them two are probably the top two targets, but I also wouldn't rule out a move for Miguel Gutierrez from Girona. But as I just mentioned, Julian Alvarez anyway with Liverpool. And one thing I can say is that Liverpool are not expected to pursue a deal for Alvarez this summer. As we know, Alvarez was on the list last summer and inquiries were made over it, but Atleti obviously signed Alvarez only around 9 months ago, so I think it's very unrealistic to see Alvarez leave unless if he was playing bad. But as we know, he's been absolutely brilliant for Atletico Madrid this season, and Atletico Madrid as well won't sanction the sale for Julian Alvarez, but just because he's a key player for the project. He was seen as really the kind of player to fill that void of Antoine Griezmann, even, you know, Griezmann's still there. And it's seen as an unrealistic signing for Liverpool. Obviously, the fact that Alvarez has just only signed for Atletico Madrid. So Liverpool, new striker expected. For me at the moment, I know Isak's a player who you like, but I don't expect Liverpool to pay that 150 million what Newcastle are asking for, because we know Liverpool want to bring in, you know, 4 or 5 players. And if they do sign Virgil van Dijk or Mohamed Salah or Trent Alexander-Arnold to a new contract, then that obviously does dent the budget a bit. So let's wait and see what happens. But thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.